Yo, 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 this your boy Larry, and I'm chilling and vibing with Mr. MC1. How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Chilling and vibing, chilling and vibing. Looking forward to this session today.
Oh yeah, I appreciate you for coming on, man.
My pleasure, my pleasure.
Yeah, so I'm gonna jump right into it. I see you got the hat on. So
Yes,
how long have you been in Vivi?
I've been in Vivi about 3 years now. It's literally finished 3 years a couple days back. So been a long ride.
So being in Vivi, what is your favorite collectible?
Um, I love Marvel Comics one. I have almost 850 of those, so I don't think there's a dispute there in terms of comics. Collectibles, I like Spider-Man Ultimate Animated. I just love the animation on it. There's so many of my friends and family that I've taken videos with it. And then I also like the VV Gold and Silver logo. That's another one that has a lot of, it's just very significant, a lot of art, a lot of events, things like that. So those are sort of my favorites. I mean, I have a lot, there's a lot to like on VV, man. There's a lot to like, but those are three just to mention.
There is, and they got Marvel, they got DC, they got Back to the Future. They got a lot of collectibles, that you
Yeah.
can get. But what is one license that's not on Vivi yet that you would like to see?
Lots of them, man. Like Pokemon would be obviously a good one. I think Harry Potter would be another good one. Coming from Asia, I grew up in India, so seeing certain other IP that are regional would be great as well. I used to read Tintin comics. I mean, they're not Indian; they're from Europe, but I would love to see some of those come on. I'd also love to see magazines come on. So if you look at back there, that's the first issue of Life magazine. I'd love to see that come on to Vivi. If you look at there, that's the first Mickey Mouse book from 1930, first edition. I'd love to see that come out on VV. So, I mean, I guess that's not a new license, the Mickey Mouse one, but the Life magazine would be a really good one as well.
Oh yeah. So how do you feel about the Vivi verse?
Viviverse is delayed. I like it. I've been in Viviverse now for quite a while, actually. I was in the first 30 people that were part of the beta testing. And then now they've expanded that beta to, I think, a couple hundred people. I love Viviverse. There's a lot of different types of collectibles. I love the whole experience, the communication, interacting with others. Obviously, right now there's not that many people, but when it does roll out in a scaled manner, that would be great. I'm looking forward to it. It'd be great. It'd be really amazing when it does roll out fully. I don't know why it's not rolled out as yet to everybody fully, but I'm looking forward to it. I love what I have though.
And I feel when it do come out, a lot of people gonna be amazed, and
Yeah,
it's been a long time coming because I've been in the community for a long time.
yeah,
And it's amazing how Vivi done brought people together, and a lot of people look at each other as family now.
yeah.
And the community, man, the Vivi community, I mean, it's amazing. Like I done had a lot of people that I never probably thought I would meet in my life, but hey, thanks to Vivi, they came to chill and vibe like yourself.
A plus community, man. A plus community, and always chilling and vibing too. Yes.
Oh yeah. So how was like I haven't been yet, hopefully soon, New York. But how was the con events?
They're very fun. Comic Con is very fun, but very different than a decon, and that's very different from the Crypto XR event that was in France. So I've attended quite a few. I've done two New York Comic Cons. I've done one San Diego Comic Con. I've done a decon, and then also the Crypto XR event. Each one of them, what's common in all of them is the VV family. Just hanging out with David, Dan, and all the VV fam, depending on which part, whether it's the East Coast, West Coast, or European crowd. That's the constant. There's just this incredible vibe to it. People talk a little bit about collectibles, but it's not about price. It's just about connecting. The human connection is incredible. If you go to any one of these parties, and I've had the fortune of throwing, I think four parties so far, and my fifth one is going to be in New York. it's just so many amazing people, and you're chatting and you're connecting, and just a lot of fun. So that's one thing. The second thing is you get to meet some incredible artists. You get to meet people like Ron English, Simone Legno, Alison Bamcat, Jermaine Rogers. On the one side, you have all those types of pop art type people, and then you get to meet David Nakayama, and you get to meet all of these people like Peach Momoko and stuff. Obviously, she hasn't come to one of our parties as yet. Greg Land, Frank Cho, so many amazing people. And then you get to meet like the community artists like Fabrique, Sabat, um, Jeg, all of the in Europe, Jeg and these guys. So it's just an incredible time. Yeah,
And it's amazing how Vivi, like I haven't known none of the art like Ron English. Um, I didn't know about him until Vivi. And after Vivi came along, I started doing my research and I found out more about them through those artists. And I was like, yo, this is amazing. They've got some amazing artwork that they're creating. And for them to be able to come on a platform where you
yeah,
can get it physical, where you can get physical and digital,
yeah,
it's just amazing, man.
yeah.
And
That's
I was,
amazing. One thing just on Ron English. Ron has Chris Brown has two Ron English tattoos on his body, one on his forearm and one on his back. And Ron English did the album art cover for one of Chris Brown's albums that's won a Grammy, Fame. So this is like these are things people don't know, and you get to hang out with such people. You get to meet them, know them, buy their art, connect with them, signatures, all that kind of stuff. So and there's so much more. There's so many artists. It's too much to kind of share out here. Mumbat, Jason Naylor, you name it, man. And then you've got people like Tahani Farr and Sozo Maika. They're just incredible artists, man. Incredible. And so you get to meet these people, and they come out to these VV parties and hang out and chat with you.
yeah, with Chris Brown album, I had went back and I researched that too. I was like, wow, that's amazing. And
Yeah,
shout out to Ron English and Chris Brown.
yeah,
Maybe one day they can come chill and vibe.
yeah. Maybe we get Chris Brown to come and chill and vibe with us too. Yeah,
Oh
this one,
yeah.
hopefully.
Yeah, but that's just so dope, like meeting them people in real life. So hopefully, New York, we
Hopefully,
may
yes.
chill and vibe. So, how do you feel about, like we got VV, then we got the Omi token. How do you feel about Omi?
Very bullish about Omi. So most people know. I mean, I've done a lot of interviews with different people. Most people know I didn't come for Omi. I came for VV. Most people know that for almost a year, I probably just had a little bit of Omi just for the ride, because everybody had Omi. I had very little. I was not a big believer in Omi. To me, I wanted to see some action with Omi. I wanted to see utility on the app. And then about a year back, when they started doing OUP Phase Zero, I bought some more. I took my position up to about 10 million OMI. And then they did the the Komi red and silver logo drop. And then they announced this OMI to NFT and things like that. So then I took my position up to almost 50 million OMI. So yeah, so I'm a big believer in OMI. I think that what Vivi is doing with Stacker is incredible. I think what Ecomi and Vivi are doing together to create utility for the token in the app is also incredible. So I'm a big believer, man. Not financial advice to anybody, but I'm holding. I might pick up more as well as every time I see more, I'll pick up more. You know what I mean? But I'm a
Yeah,
believer, man. Yeah,
yeah, I believe it too because it's just when you
yeah.
look at VV collectibles and you look at other NFT projects, a lot of the ones I was into, they're not around no more.
Yeah, and what I wanted to share one more thing. I'm such a big believer in it now. It's kind of funny. I'm the guy who started the Ecomi Red and Silver logo group. So in Telegram, there's 260 plus people that have the multiple Ecomi Red and Silver logos, and they're part of that group. They interact. I got a hat done for them as well. You've seen the hat? You've seen the Ecomi hat?
Yeah, yeah, I
Yeah.
saw it.
So I got the hat, personalized hat done for these guys, just like this one. I have the Komi one as well. So it'd be fair to say I'm a big believer in it. I built the community around it, and it's a very very sharp community, very global too. So the hats that I shipped, you have no idea, man. I shipped it to so many countries. I mean, I had no idea. I just told people it's $25 for international shipping. I ended up paying $60 a hat to ship internationally, and it went all over the world, man. Australia, Thailand, you just name it. It's just so many countries in the Middle East and Asia and Europe, and even South America and stuff, man. Unbelievable.
Yeah, it's just amazing how big the community is, you know,
Yeah,
worldwide.
yeah. Hopefully it grows. You know, these things take a while to establish. I mean, we're here. We came in early. We know VV, so we know. Some people knew Omi first, so we know this stuff inside out, and so we're a little bit more. We kind of know our way around. If you look at a new, like today, I went to Starbucks. My barista tells me, "Hey, can I have? Do you have another one of those Vive hats?" And I said, "Hey, man, it's VV." And I said, I'm glad you have the app. Did you buy anything? He's like, no, I'm kind of, somebody told me about it. I downloaded the app. I haven't bought anything as yet, but I'm going to buy. So then I showed him, a little bit, but he doesn't know about Omi. He doesn't know all this stuff. So that could take a while, that could take a while. But it's fun to be, it's a good ride. It's a fun ride to be on.
It definitely is. Like I was telling you off camera though, like having that
Yeah.
time with my daughter, taking the AR pictures,
Yeah.
it's just amazing. Like she love it, she love it. And after she won the black paint contest, she love it even more now.
Well, photographs today are just about filters and stuff, right? Like when you look at people that take photographs, most of these YouTubers and everybody else, just people in general, AR is not mainstream. Most people just try to take filters and they try to get angles and they try to, use AI to move this and that. So my my bet is that at some point in time, augmenting your photograph with different types of things beyond just enhancing what you have in it, right? Most people are trying to enhance what they have in it, but the augmentation part of photographs and videos and stuff is not mainstream. And my guess is that AI makes that much more mainstream. Um, who knows, man? That's hopefully that happens. But people who've experienced AR pictures, like you and me and a few others, like it's like, oh my god, that's so cool.
It definitely is. I just not pick up the alien, and oh man, I'm
Oh,
having
that is
fun with it.
cool, man. Those
I mean,
collectibles are amazing.
yeah, and I had made like a little video, and man, it's just dope how you can, like, I had went around in a circle, like I was on one side of the wall, then I went around and I look at my laptop, then I had look left, and the alien was standing right there, like it was
Yeah,
dope. It
yeah,
was
Larry,
dope.
it is, man. It's pretty dope. By the way, if anybody tells you that there's no money to be had in VV and stuff, it's just I'll tell you a story. So you had to get the xenomorph to do the crafting, right?
Hmm.
So I looked at my app. I had mint number 100. So I'm like, oh my god, I can't burn mint number 100. That's terrible. So then I bought another xenomorph, to do the crafting. Then I go get mint number 1000. And I'm like, oh God, I can't burn mint number 1000 either. So then I go and buy another one. So, and I get mint number 405. So, okay, good. So that one I can, burn or whatever. Then I list mint number 100 for $299, $299, right? And it's sold. So it's like,
Wow.
it paid for the whole drop, man. It paid for the all three xenomorphs, paid for all the other, alien drops that happened. So sometimes, on VB, it's just a question of luck as well. You hit the right thing, and there's a lot of money to be had there. Uh,
It
yeah,
definitely is. It definitely is. And
yeah,
one thing, when people learn more about the blockchain and they
yeah,
realize that it really not that many collectibles out there. So if
yeah,
you really want this one, you got to
yeah,
buy it now, or
yeah,
you're gonna have to pay more money for it. And that's
yeah,
another thing I like also,
yeah,
because like with baseball cards, trading cards, you got a lot of them out there.
yeah,
But on the blockchain, you know how many collectibles there is. So if you
yeah,
only got 1,000 collectibles and you got one of those 1,000, and when it become popular and VV take off, you might can get some money. I got a story also. So I
mm,
had bought one of the Wolverines, the blue and gold,
mm,
and I said, I got to get another one. So I bought a second one, and I got it for like I think $40, $50. I
Yeah.
sold it. I sold one of them. I think it was 1930 for like 250, and
Yeah.
made some profit. And I'm like, you can make money. I mean, it
Yeah.
is.
It's a lot of you have to have a lot of patience in this space as well because these companies are all relatively young. They're operating in a new space. You open a pharmaceutical company and you'll have 50 different softwares and things ready to go. Right? In this space, everybody's building, everybody's building from scratch. It requires a lot of patience, and not all companies are good at building at speed, right? So you need patience for that. But I think one of the things I think VB's doing well is when the bull market happened, they didn't burn a lot of cash. When the market happened, they didn't shut down. You know what I mean? They don't go extremes, right? In the bull market, they were still cautious. They had a certain amount of investment. They were spending money. Then in the bear market, everybody else kind of crashed it. Their spending and stuff. VV actually hired more people and they balanced it up. So they've not kind of gone into this whole bearish mode like the others have. And VV's building, right? They launched the comics app. Sure, they haven't launched VVverse, and I don't know why they haven't launched VVverse, but they've got the beta. They're getting a lot of learnings from it. They've launched a lot of other feature functionality in the app with search and with other things. They launched a web app. Those are all good kind of progress. Sure, it's not the speed at which we wanted. And then now they've obviously got a partner with Stacker, and they're kind of speeding up, accelerating all of that stuff as well. So yeah, I mean, I know there's a lot of people who are unhappy about the speed of things, and you gotta empathize with them because it's not what they thought it would be. And you gotta empathize with them. Yeah.
Yeah. And also VB, well, they got a game coming out also. A lot of people don't talk about it no more. But the other game they got coming out, I think they say it's gonna burn Omi. It's
Oh,
a little,
Tengoku one. Yeah, I don't
yeah,
know about that game, man. I heard about the game, but they're gonna. Yeah, the burns are going to be great. I just don't know enough about what's burning, when it's burning, how much is burning, and all that good stuff. I probably need to do a little bit more homework. I've been a little busy, man. I've been working on uh, IRL stuff with deals. I've been working through some other stuff too. So it kept me a little busy. So I've actually been sort of not much in spaces. Just yeah, but I will dig into it. But yeah, burns would be great. I mean, for Omi especially, because in the beginning, it's more important to get the different types of burn mechanics right. It's not about the volume; it's about the mechanics, all the different ways in which you
Mhm.
can burn, that kind of stuff, right? And then as the app scales, then every one of those things kind of catches on fire, and there's like then the volume happens. So it's more important to figure out the right types of burns and the ways in which you burn them and get all the mechanics correct. I hope it
Oh
happens, man.
yeah.
It's been many, many years. It's been too many years, for sure.
I guarantee it's gonna happen. It's just a matter of time or when.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I trust
I've
David
been,
and Dan, man. I trust David and Dan. They're both, like, I've met them many times. They're very sincere guys. They're hardworking guys. They're empathetic. Um, they're not the most communicative. And maybe there's reasons for it. The anytime a company has lawsuits, like it kind of forces you to rethink what you share, how you share, when you share. And I don't know all the different. I know that Vivi or Ecomi have had some legal issues and stuff like that in the past, um, and those might be valid reasons to kind of not go and run your mouth on on things that are coming, right? But at the same time, maybe they pushed it a little too far the other side. We'll see, man. We'll see.
yeah. And another
Mhm.
thing, big shout out to David Yu, winning
Yeah,
Entrepreneur of the Year.
yeah,
And that's another big thing. I say, man, Entrepreneur of the Year, that's big. That's huge.
yeah. Entrepreneur of the Year is good. I think all the licensors that he's signing up as well, the IPs that are every time an IP signs up with VV for the first time, it's an endorsement of VV. They see the power of VV. They want to. They see that they're early in the journey and they want to experiment, right? And that takes a lot of effort, man. If you had a company like, let me ask you this, Larry. So you go to your family, forget your daughter for a minute, right? You go to your other uncle's house or your cousin's house and you talk about NFTs. They look you crazy, man. They look you up and down like you're crazy, right? And you're just
Yeah.
family. And you're just talking about what you have. These guys go into people's offices and say, I do NFTs, and oh, by the way, I want you to do an NFT with me. Like, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's not easy, man. That is not easy to walk into somebody's office and say, hey, you got a multi-billion-dollar company. Why don't we do NFTs together? In this market. How about them
Yeah.
NFTs? Should we do some? Like, how does that conversation go? Like,
Yeah.
I go to my brother's house, man. It's hard to have. Like, my brother obviously is on VV and stuff, and he's got NFTs. But even to tell him, hey, why don't you buy another gold and silver logo? Why don't you go? How does the conversation
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he'll be like, I
go?
don't know, bro.
You gotta have them really chilling and vibing and give them something to drink, man, and then you can have the
Yeah, most definitely. And it's just amazing how you brought that up because those are non-believers, you know, but not your
yeah.
brother, but you know, people that don't know about it, don't know about the technology, they're non-believers. And I had a lot of coworkers like in 2016 when Bitcoin was $500, Ethereum was $8, and Dogecoin was with on me at right now, if not lower. And I'm telling them about it, and they say, "Man, nah, man, I don't know, man. That's that internet money. That's fake." And I'm like, "Man, y'all might want to get in on this." And like a couple of guys, you know, I told about it. Like they made some real good profit off of Ethereum, Bitcoin, because they bought it and then they saw it start to go up, and
Oh,
they said, I'm just gonna hold on to it, you know." And yeah,
yeah.
they made a good profit.
Man, these things you have to understand how it works, right? So, like, I remember I had Amazon stock, when I first joined Amazon many, many years back, the stock was like at $200 a share. And people said, oh, how much more is it going to go up? That thing went up to like 2000 something, and then it split. And now it's back up to like 135 after splitting to, whatever that was. But similarly with Nvidia too, right? A lot of people said, oh yeah, this chips has already gone up a lot. It's like,
And they kept going.
yeah, I kept going, right? So some of these things, I mean, obviously that's still Web 2 stuff, but when you look at, crypto and stuff like that, it's just, I mean, nobody can predict it accurately, but there are people who study it and who can call it. And not every crypto does well, and there's a timing to it, and there's cycles to it, and you can get very quickly, by the top and stuff. And especially if you don't have a long enough horizon, there's all these scams, and there's all these other kind of things. Safety in that space is also very important, right? So, I mean, there's many factors to consider. But if you ride the wave correctly at the right time and you're the right guy chasing the right things, there's a lot of opportunity.
Yeah, and I agree with that. And I feel with Omi, you know, not no financial advice, but I feel
No,
that's gonna happen. Like the same thing that happened in the video. Oh my God, I saw that rise. I was like, man, it
yeah,
can't keep going, and it
yeah.
kept going.
Yeah, my
It
cousin
kept
works for
going.
NVIDIA. He told me, he says, up to about 2 years back, my first 8 years at NVIDIA, I told people I work at NVIDIA, and he would say, who? And he says, now when I go to people, go to parties and say, where do you work? They say NVIDIA. They're like, oh, wow. So, for 8 years, nobody gave a shit about these guys, right? Like, I'm an engineer with NVIDIA. Okay, great. Like, what the hell? Who's NVIDIA? What do you do? Okay, some chip company. But for the people who believed in it and said the future of the planet is with chips, and it's going to be scarce, right? And
Yeah, and it's crazy how AI basically done took over.
yeah, yeah, for sure, man, for sure.
Oh yeah. Well, I got a question. What advice would you give to a young investor who wanted to invest in the Omi RVV?
I'm not a financial advisor, so I cannot give anyone any advice. So you guys have to do your own homework, which is the first rule of this whole space. So no advice from me specifically. What I can share with you is what I do. And I love collecting on VV, and there's all types of IPs. I'm very, very drawn to FAs, So the first collectible in any category is important. Like the first comic, Marvel Comics 1 is the first comic on VV, first from Marvel. That means a lot to me. I collect a lot of Marvel Comics 1. I've not stopped collecting after 3 years. Let's put it this way. I mean, every month I'll go and buy 20, 25 of them, 30 of them. Sometimes, I'll just wait, and then, big check comes in, I'll go and buy some more. So first comic, first stamp, Day of the Dead, I keep buying those as well. Uh, first collectible, Todd is important. I obviously don't have too many. I have 3 of them, but that's something that I'd like to, at some point I'm going to look at it, just let people fund it, let it go down, and then one fine day I'm going to go and buy like 20 to 30 of them or whatever. But those first matter to me, and I buy a lot of them. Other than that, animation matters to me as well, because when I look at the future with the metaverses and with AR and stuff like that, the ones that have animation that are really aesthetically very nice, those matter to me as well. I love the artwork on VV. There's great artists, and some of those are very scarce. So anything that's super scarce on VV is something that I value. I like the VV comic side of things. It's like not a week that goes by when I don't go and uh, literally try to stack. So I'll go in onto VV comic. You can buy only a specific comic. You can only buy one at a time, right? I go and do like 20, 25 transactions till I get a secret rare of some good comics. And like the Ultimate X-Men series, the Ultimate Spider-Man series, there's a few others that I just love them. And just go and buy like 20 of them in one shot or something like that till I hit a secret rare. And it matters because there's only like 40 of those secret rares. So if you find the good comic that you see potential in, and then you go and, kind of get one of those secret rares, or sometimes, people drop them like for low prices or whatever in the market, so you go pick up. So I like those things. And then Omi, there's no financial advice there, man. Like personally for me, I'm seeing a lot of value to Omi with putting Omi in the app. I can see, the Omi to NFT. I'm part of that beta as well. I've seen some of that stuff. Um, yeah, I'm a believer. I'm in. So that's what I do. But financial advice, no, man.
All right. But Mr. MC1, I appreciate you for coming on. But before we go, let everybody know what we doing.
Oh, we're chilling and vibing, Larry, and we got to do this again, brother. So I look forward to seeing you in New York. We got to do some more chilling and vibing as well.
Oh yeah, thank you, man.
Pleasure.